You didn't shout, you didn't cry, you didn't even say goodbye. You packed your love and folded lies and left it sitting in my eyes. You kissed my cheek like nothing changed, like walking out was just a fake. I stood there frozen in the door, still loving you, still wanting more. Your silence spoke louder than truth. It told me everything I knew, that I was holding on alone to something that was already gone. You said I need some space to think, like space could teach you how to feel. But distance doesn't heal a heart, it just shows where the cracks all are. I search your face for hesitation, for something real for hesitation, but your eyes had already closed on everything we used to know. Your goodbye was quiet, but it shattered me inside. No slam doors, no angry words, just love slowly dying. You walked away so gently, like I wouldn't feel the pain, but the softest goodbyes are the ones that stay. I replay every second still, wondering what I couldn't fix. Was it something I didn't give, or something you just couldn't feel? I blame myself for losing you, like love is something you can earn. I burn myself to keep you warm, and still you never learned. You kept your voice calm and kind, like you were doing me a favor. But mercy hurts when it's a lie, and kindness cuts when love's in danger. You said you'd be okay someday, like someday doesn't hurt tonight. You left me standing in between who I was and who I might. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate the way you left, like our love was insignificant, like I was easy to forget. You didn't fight, you didn't stay, you didn't even try. And that's the part that breaks me most, not losing you. But why? Because love should stumble, love should scream, love should beg before it dies. But ours just whispered, I'm done now, and slowly closed its eyes. I stayed awake for nights and nights, trying to rewrite the end. But quiet goodbyes don't echo, they just live inside your chest. Strong goodbye was quiet, but it ruined me somehow. No closure, no final words, just emptiness right now. You left without destruction, but don't mistake the calm, the softest goodbyes do the deepest harm. If you had yelled, I could have healed. If you had cried, I could have tried. But silence gave me nothing, nothing to survive. Your goodbye was quiet, but it follows me around in every gentle ending, in every tender sound. I'm learning how to let you go without asking why, but I'll always remember how quietly you said goodbye. No goodbye hurts louder than this. don't stay soft forever. It bruises under the weight of time. What starts as gentle promises turns heavy when the truth don't rhyme. You held my heart with careful hands. At least that's what I believed. But even flowers start to wilt when they don't get what they need. We whisper dreams in quiet rooms, said forever like a prayer. But words don't mean a damn thing if the feeling isn't there. I try to keep us tender, try to love you slow and kind, but softness fades when one heart leaves the other far behind. They say love changes, that's the truth, but it shouldn't turn this cold. If loving means I lose myself, then that's a price to hold. Love don't stay soft. It hardens when it's lonely. It breaks when only one heart tries to hold it gently. I gave you warmth, I gave you faith. You gave me distance and doubt. Love don't stay soft, not the way you love me out. I learned the sound of quiet nights when you stop calling my name. I learned how touch can feel like habit when the spark don't feel the same. I smiled through dinners full of silence, laughed to keep from crying, and I kept pretending we were fine while love was slowly dying. I folded pain into patience, caught neglect growing apart. I made excuses for your absence while you pulled away my heart. I thought love meant holding tighter when it felt like slipping away. I didn't know the harder truth was knowing when not to stay. But nobody tells you love can change without a warning sign. One day you're someone's everything, the next you're just wasting time. I don't blame you for falling out, feelings fade, that's true, but I blame you for letting me believe I was still everything to you. Love shouldn't feel like walking on glass, afraid to say your name. Love shouldn't make you question if you're the one to blame. If loving means I have to beg to be seen to be enough, then I finally understand. Love don't stay soft when it's taken for granted. It turns sharp, it turns cold when it's unbalanced. I gave you all the best of me, you let it wear me down. Love don't stay soft when you stop choosing now. I don't hate love, I just hate how it left me. Love don't stay soft, but I'm learning how to be gentle with my broken heart, the way you couldn't be. I'll love again, but differently, with truth, not blind trust. Love don't stay soft, but I will be soft hearts survive, even when love doesn't. I held on when the nights grew colder, when your touch didn't feel the same. I memorized the weight of silence, learned to answer when you never came. I told myself love needed patience, that all good things take time. So I waited through your distance, calling heartbreak a sign. I stayed quiet when you changed, when your eyes stopped looking home. I blame myself for your leaving, like loving you was wrong. I carried us on tight shoulders, pretended I was strong. I wore hope like it was armor, but it cut me all along. They say love is supposed to heal you, not leave scars you try to hide. But nobody teaches your heart when to stop fighting for the light. I held on too long when I should've walked away. I believed in your forever while you were already gone. I kept loving through the damage, calling pain my proof. I held on too long, trying to make it true. I waited for you, I'm sorry, like it could change the past. But apologies come too late when the heart's already cracked. I learned the shape of loneliness, sleeping right beside me. I learned how empty love can feel when it's one-sided completely. I lost my voice trying to keep you, lost my fire, lost my pride. I turned into someone smaller just to fit your life. I thought love meant sacrifice, so I paid with everything. I didn't know love shouldn't cost your sense of who you've been. Now I see myself in the mirror, and she looks older than before. Not from time, but from surviving a love that felt like war. I don't hate you, I don't curse you, that's not who I became. I just mourn the woman I was before I learned your name. I loved you past the warning signs, past every breaking point. I stayed when leaving would have saved me. I ignored my inner voice. If loving you was loyalty, then leaving feels like shame. But staying taught me one hard truth: love shouldn't hurt this way. I held on too long, I admit it now. I begged for crumbs of affection and called it love somehow. I bent myself into your silence, I believed when you were gone. I lost myself trying to save us. I held on too long. And go feels like losing, but staying was killing me. Sometimes the bravest thing you do is finally choose to leave. I held on too long, but I'm letting go tonight. I forgive my younger heart for fighting every fight. because I loved you. Now I let go because I love me. I talk to the piano late at night when the world finally turns off its light. Every key knows where you've been, every note remembers when your name still lives in my hands. Like a habit I can't end, I press the keys and there you are, playing pieces of my heart. The piano never rushes me, never tells me I'm too much. It listens when my voice breaks under memories and touch. I tell it things I couldn't say when you were standing close. Here's the truth between the notes, the things that hurt me most. I tried talking to the mirror, tried praying to the past, but only music understands the love that didn't last. I talked to the piano about you and me. It cries the words I couldn't speak. Every chord, every low note carries what I feel. I talk to the piano 'cause it knows what's real. I play the nights you didn't come, the mornings you were gone. I play the weight of waiting when hope still held on. My fingers shake, but I keep playing like I'm afraid to stop. If silence comes, I'll hear your voice, and that's the part I fear the most. I used to play for love and laughter. Now I play to understand how something beautiful can break right in the palm of your hand. I don't play songs of anger, I don't play songs of blame. I play the sound of missing you in every single pain. No, the piano never walks away, never says it needs some space. It stays right here through every tear, through every slow erase. It doesn't judge the way I loved or ask me why I stayed. It only lets me feel it all and gently fade the pain. Some nights I swear it answers me in soft and broken tones, like it's saying, baby, breathe again. You're not alone. I close my eyes, let the melody carry what I can't say. If healing has a language, this is how I pray. I talk to the piano when my heart's too weak. It holds my truth when I can't speak. I lost you, but I found a voice inside these broken keys. I talk to the piano and it listens to me. You don't hear me anymore, but the piano does. I talk to the piano until the pain slows down until your memory stops coming around. One day I'll play a song of peace and finally let you go. But tonight I talk to the piano, 'cause it's the only one who knows. Just me and these keys, telling the truth. I thought love meant holding tighter, even when it started to hurt. I thought silence was just patience, and pain was something you were. I kept forgiving all the warning signs, calling red flags just fear. I stayed loyal to a feeling that was never really here. I gave you all my understanding, every stance, every excuse. I blame myself for your distance, like loving you was something I misused. I lost my voice inside your shadow. I lost my knees, my pride. I kept choosing us over me until I didn't recognize my life. They say love is supposed to teach you, I just didn't know how deep. Some lessons only come through loss and sleepless nights you keep. I learned from losing you. I learned from losing you what love should never do. What love should never do. It shouldn't make you question if you're in love for true. I learned from losing you. I learned from losing you. I learned from losing you the cause of staying blind. Some hearts break just to show you what's worth protecting inside. I stopped waiting for your apology, stopped hoping you'd explain. Some endings don't come with answers, just quiet, lasting pain. I learned how empty words can feel when actions don't align. I learned love isn't sacrifice if it costs you peace of mind. I used to beg for your attention, like love was something to earn. Now I guard my heart with honesty. I finally learned my turn. I don't regret the way I loved, I regret the way I stayed. I mistook endurance for devotion and paid the price I paid. Losing you didn't destroy me, it showed me who I became. A woman strong enough to walk away without carrying blame. I don't wish you harm or heartbreak, that's not the place I stand. I just wish you loved me honestly, the way I always planned. Sometimes love isn't myself forever. Learn from losing you. I learned from losing you that love should feel like home, not like waiting in the dark, feeling unseen and alone. I learned from losing you that staying isn't always brave. Sometimes the strongest thing you do, losing you. You were a lesson, not a mistake. From losing you, I learned from losing you how to choose myself again. I won't settle for confusion or love that comes and ends. I loved you fully, honestly. That truth I'll never lose. I didn't fail at loving you. I learned from losing you. Some goodbyes are growth in disguise. Gave you my mornings, my lonely nights, every broken prayer, every last fight. I wore my heart like a Sunday dress. You wore your lies like a cheap caress. I washed your sins in my own tears. Stay quiet the room all those years. I believe love could change your ways, but love don't grow in crooked days. I loved you too much. That was my crime. I crossed my heart and lost my mind. You took my soul, left me no trust. I didn't lose you. I loved you too much. Now the mirror shows a stronger face, a woman who survived your place. Pain taught me how to breathe again. I won't drown in your rain again. I loved you too much. But I love myself more now. I gave you all my quiet hours, the parts of me I used to hide. I loved you when I wasn't ready, when my heart was open wide. I believed in every promise, even the ones you never meant. I kept forgiving all your leaving, calling pain commitment. I stood beside you in your shadows, when the light refused to stay. I told myself that love was patient, even when it faded gray. I learned how to smile while breaking, how to breathe while falling apart. I held the weight of both our failures, like they were written on my heart. They said love shouldn't feel like bleeding. They said truth should set you free, but nobody warned me how it hurts to love someone who won't choose me. If loving you was wrong, then I lived my life in sin. I crossed every line for us, and still you let me slip. I held on through the silence, I believed when you were gone. If loving you was wrong, why did it feel so strong? I waited through your empty words, your maybe someday lies. I learned to read your distance in the language of your eyes. I traded all my self-respect for hope dressed up as fate. I stayed so long inside your storm, I forgot my own name. Now I sit alone with memories that don't belong to me anymore. Your laughter echoes in my chest like a song I can't ignore. I don't hate you, baby, that's the hardest truth to say. I just hate the way I lost myself trying to make you stay. I loved you past the warning signs, past every broken rule. I bent my soul into your shape just to fit your mood. If loving you was wrong, then wrong is all I knew. 'Cause every part of who I was learned how to love through you. If loving you was wrong, I'd still do it all again, even knowing how it ends and how it leaves me thin. I gave you my forever, you gave me lessons learned. If loving you was wrong, that's a price I've earned. Now I'm learning how to breathe alone, how to sleep without your name, how to hold my heart with mercy instead of guilt and shame. If loving you was wrong, I forgive myself tonight. I love the best I knew how, even when it cost my life. If loving you was wrong, I finally made it right. Don't hold my hand like you're unsure. Don't Don't say my name if you're not sure. I gave you everything I had. You gave me pieces good and bad. I feel you slipping every night, even when you said I'm trying. Love don't fade without a sound. It leaves a crack you can't deny. You came and went like changing weather. Warm one day, gone the next. I memorized your mixed signals, try to read what you never said. I kept my heart in waiting rooms, hoping you'd choose to stay. But waiting isn't loving, baby. It's slowly wasting away. If you can't give me all of you, then tell me now, not later. Half a heart is worse than none when you're the one I'm chasing. Don't love me halfway, don't love me unsure. Don't give me hope you can't endure. I'd rather be lonely and free than held by maybe, possibly. Don't love me halfway, or don't love me at all. You said you cared, you said you tried, but caring shows up every day. Love don't hide behind excuses or run when feelings stay. I bend myself into your space just to keep you near, but shrinking myself didn't save us. It only fed my fear. I watched you love me with one foot out, ready to leave anytime. Made room for your uncertainty while losing peace of mind. I told myself you'd choose me soon if I was patient enough. But love shouldn't feel like proving that you are worthy of love. I don't need perfection, baby. I don't need easy days. I just need honesty, honesty in every word you say. If your heart belongs to someone else or nowhere at all, don't build a home inside my chest just to watch it fall. I loved you with full intention, with my whole damn soul. You love me like an option, like something you'd outgrow, and I won't beg for devotion or settle for half-truths anymore, because loving halfway hurts more than being alone. Don't love me halfway, don't call it enough. I need someone steady, not scared of love. I gave you everything I was, you gave me less. See how it goes. Don't love me halfway, I deserve the whole. I don't need promises, I need present. Oh, I don't need promises, I need present. Don't love me halfway, choose me or let me go. I walk through loneliness before I live in doubt. I won't ask you to stay, I won't beg anymore. Don't love me halfway, close the door, love me all the way. Half love is still heartbreak. late again, the house is quiet. Even the walls feel tired too. Every corner holds a memory. Every song reminds me of you. I've been strong for far too long, held my tears like they were wrong. But tonight my hands are shaking from pretending I moved on. I folded love into forgiveness, even when it tore me thin. I let you in without protection, let the damage settle in. I told myself that time would heal what your silence couldn't say. But healing takes more honesty than I've allowed myself to face. So I sit with all these feelings the daylight never lets me show. Night knows every hidden truth, every place I couldn't go. Sing this heart to sleep tonight. It's tired of holding pain inside. I don't need answers, I don't need lies, just a melody that's kind. Sing me past the lonely hours, past the dreams I couldn't keep. Sing this broken heart of mine. Sing this heart to sleep. I loved you like a final prayer, spoken softly, spoken true. I believe the love was enough, even when it wasn't you. I learned how deep a soul can ache when goodbye has no goodbye. Some loves don't end with closure, they just quietly survive. I don't miss the way you hurt me, I miss who I was before I learned to doubt my worth, before love felt like a war. I miss believing in forever without fear of being wrong. I miss the girl who trusted love before it taught her how to mourn. If you hear this song somewhere in a bar or passing car, no, I don't wish you suffering, I just wish you honesty. Because love should feel like shelter, not a place you barely breathe. Sing this heart to sleep tonight. Let it rest, let it cry. Tomorrow I'll be stronger, but right now I'll say goodbye. Sing away the broken promises, the words you couldn't keep. Sing this heart of mine. Sing this heart to sleep. I survived loving you, even when I almost didn't. Sing this heart to sleep tonight, so it can wake up whole again. I loved, I lost, I learned the truth, and I'm still here in the end. gentle, sing me home. Sing me home. Midnight never asks me how I'm doing. It already knows the truth. When the world is fast asleep, that's when I finally feel you. I wear a smile all day long, like nothing ever changed. But the night sees through the armor, calls me out by name. Daylight lets me lie to myself, pretend that I'm okay. But darkness listens patiently to everything I won't say. I hear your voice in empty rooms, in echoes of my breath. I don't chase you anymore, but I haven't left you yet. The night don't judge my weakness, it just lets the tears fall through. Midnight holds my honesty when daylight never could. Midnight is honest, it knows my pain. It calls your name again and again. When the lights go low and the truth comes out, midnight is honest about what love was all about. I sit alone with memories that daylight won't allow. The things I buried deep inside come rising to the sound. I replay every almost, every word we never said. Some loves don't end with closure, they just live inside your head. I stopped asking why you left, stopped begging for a sign. But questions don't disappear, they just wait for nighttime. I learned how strong silence is when it finally speaks. It tells you who you really are and who you'll never be. I don't hate the dark anymore, it tells me what is real. It shows me all the places that daylight helps me conceal. I see the woman I became, trying to survive the loss, still standing in the wreckage, counting what it cost. Midnight doesn't promise healing, it doesn't say I'll be okay. It only gives me honesty, and sometimes that's enough to stay. Because lies feel softer in the sun, but truth lives in the night. And I'd rather face the darkness than keep pretending I'm alright. asleep and I'm wide awake. Midnight is honest, and it won't let me escape. I'm not over you, I'm just honest now. Midnight is honest, and so am I. I stopped denying what I feel, stopped asking why. I loved you deeply, I loved you true, even if it broke my heart in two. Midnight is honest, and I am too. When the clock strikes 12, the truth begins.